So we discussed few commands, docker docker ps, so that we can know the running containers. Hyphen, okay, docker to see the running containers, and hyphen a to see the old containers. So what I want to do is I can remove a container, and it's a very tedious way that you have to delete all of them manually. So anyways, what we did was, I think we hosted our website through Docker, right? Or not?
No, we haven't done that yet.
But we have done with the database, right?
Yes, we did with database.
And database, we connected through Apache server or not?
No, we didn't do that.
Oh, we didn't do that? Okay.
Yeah, we didn't
But
do any configuration.
we didn't do any configuration.
No. Remember,
Right.
we used like any just testing out the commands and just installing Docker.
So let's say we have our index page there, in which we have defined, okay, let's modify it. So this is my Docker's machine IP. If I do service http start, so now Apache is running. And let's go to browser and hit 192.168.16.147. So it is not connecting to database because there's no database there. So what we can do is, if we remember, we had run Docker, run in detached mode -p 3306 is SQL's default port, --name to name our Docker or container, MariaDB, and --env environment variable Maria DB underscore user user is equal to, let's say I can have an admin user minus Maria DB underscore w0 word. Password is equal to root 123 and --env. That is again root 123, and the container will be Maria DB colon 10.5.21 if I remember it correctly. Okay, yeah, so Docker PS, and our container is running, and the container ID is this. So what I want to go do is I will do Docker exec interactive terminal, then bash to go inside our container, and I will do my SQL -u root -p, and the password is root 123. I will create database. What was the name? DB name was example, example only, and I will do grant all on example.static, and the use to username is test and root 123 test at the rate of whoever wants to join identified by root 123. Okay, grant.com to Okay, what I'm doing on grant or on example, load stacks to. Okay. So our database is created. And let's go to the browser. And if I hit enter, so our browser is connected to our database, which is running inside our container. This is one scenario that your database is running in container, and you are running your Apache server. We all discussed we configure the databases not through command line. I mean, we can do it, but we do it with phpMyAdmin. So now what we did is, I should go out of the container. We created our database. That's how we can create our phpMyAdmin. We can assign ports to it, but there is a better way. What we should do is, I can go docker ps, and I should stop this container. Docker stop, and it is stopped. There is another concept in Dockers. It's about the networks. If I hit Docker network ls, we have some default networks available, but what we can do is we can create our own custom networks. Like, I will do docker network create php myadmin dash mysql. So what I can do is I can hit enter, and our network is created. And if I hit docker network ls again, so our phpMyAdmin network is created. So what I can do now is, I have used the previous command, and I can say that use the network, this network we just created. So now what we are doing is we are creating our isolated network, phpMyAdmin network. And if I will hit enter, I have created the MariaDB Docker already, so I can name it MariaDB2, or what I can do is Docker -a Docker RM. I can remove the old container. So let's go with this again. And our container is created. What I want to do is, let's clear the screen, and I will run docker docker run another container. The name will be phpMyAdmin. We all know what phpMyAdmin does. So, okay, let's first do it. Host is equal to MariaDB minus P is equal to 8080:80 and dash network. Let me go back a bit. Network was phpMyAdmin network, and let's say phpMyAdmin container. Let's hit that. So let's go to Docker Hub again. Let's sign out. I will search for phpMyAdmin. So this is phpMyAdmin official container. And if we go down, you see there are very few versions of phpMyAdmin, because it's a standard administrative tool developed a couple of decades, I guess, back. And there is no much change happening there, because the databases commands are the same, and it's running only the commands. So it will tell you what phpMyAdmin is, but we don't need that. We want to see how we are going to use it in our commands. And this is the configuration with external server. Okay. I have defined the name php minus d detached mode, and there is one environment variable PMA host. This PMA host, you cannot change it. This is the way it is done. I mean, it is defined. And we can tell here the database host, the name of the containers. The containers can talk to each other with their names. And if you remember, our container name is MariaDB. So what I am going to do here is docker run ---- name phpMyAdmin, defining the name, and I am telling PMA host that you will connect to MariaDB. I can tell the IP address also, but I can connect through names also. So I am connecting with name here, and let's go to the browser again. And if I go, we have said that phpMyAdmin is running on port 8080. It should work. That's nice. Username is root, and the password was, I guess, root123. Okay, now whenever we run, okay, we do docker run, a new container is created, and in that container we don't have example database available. And if we go to 192.168.16.147 on port 80, of course the database is gone because we have deleted that container. So what we can do is we can create our database example, and I can just create a new user. The username can be test. It has to be test because we have used it. ABC123 should be the password, ABC123. And I can say give all the permission, and let's hit go. This is from our previous classes. So I think everybody's good with this. And if I say, okay, test, and the user is ABC123. So let's go to the terminal again. What's wrong? What password I am using in my PHP? More. Oh, come on, it's root123. So
yeah, I think we were assigning root123 as passwords for everything.
okay, what we did was I did ABC123. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
ABC123. Now let's go to the website, and I hit enter. It is connected successfully, right? I think I'm sharing the right screen. Yes, I'm sharing the right screen. So connected successfully. We have created it through phpMyAdmin. We can create, and these are all the scenarios. Now, what I should do is I have website available. What I should do is I should stop service httpd stop. So okay, our website is no more there. What we can do is So what we were doing was that we are running a container from PHP. This is an official container, and this container supports PHP with Apache. The PHP version is 7.2. Now I am saying that run Docker PHP extension install MySQLi. This all syntax is given in that container. And I can say that copy whatever is in the HTML folder, because we have running our website in that folder, and copy it to var www.html. This path is inside container. So this will copy whatever is there in HTML to var www.html. What extra we can do is, if I do undo, we can run a command that create a directory inside var www HTML OPT. So it will create a directory inside the HTML directory in our container. And we can say that, okay, there is some optional code in index.html.opt. So you can copy that code in OPT or whatever you want to do. So we can run few commands inside the container also while building our container. So we don't need this right now. We don't need this right now. What we are going to do is we are hitting enter. We are going to save this file. So what we should do is now I will say docker build -t apachE. Let's see first if I have Docker images. I have Apache PHP already available. So what I will do is Docker RMI. Okay, it's gone. Docker images. Well, let's clear the screen first. So I don't have Apache PHP container available. So I'm gonna create my new container. Docker build -t apache PHP, and the directory is dot. I am taking it will search when we will do Docker build, it will search for that file Docker build we just created. So this file should have this exact name. So if I hit enter, it is starting our container and it has created our image from that application. So if I do Docker images, so this is our PHP latest stack available. So we have created a code. We have copied our code inside our container, and now we are going to use this container. Any confusion in this?
No, I'm good.
Okay, fine. So what we can do is Docker run in detached mode on port. First, let's see if service HTTPD status. Okay, it's gone. So I will do is Docker run -t -p colon -p 80 colon 80. So this will be the --- name Apache PHP. And okay, I don't know the network. It was Docker network ls. So this is our network, and this is also our container name. We can give it a tag latest, but we are good with this. So we are running now Apache PHP container we just created. We are exposing it on port 8080 and on this network. So let's hit this. Our container is created. We all know that Apache is gone. And if I hit enter, it is browsing the application through our container. Let's say if I do Docker ts, and this is our container, I will do is Docker logs -f and the container name Apache. I'm switching to my browser. I'm just hitting refresh, and you can see that our the code is browsable through the container. Got it? How we pack our application inside a container? Any confusion till here? I have this Docker file available. I have this HTML. Okay, I can do ls HTML. do this. So I am saying that I am standing in this directory. So copy this HTML folder inside a, okay, one more thing, Docker PS, and let's go inside our container. Docker exec dash interactive terminal bin dash. If I hit enter, if I hit ls, this was the code abc index.php myfile.txt and xyz. This was available on my machine, my Docker machine, and now it has I have copied it inside a container. Any confusion in this so that I can move ahead?
I think I'm good.
I'm good, Zishan.
So we know how we build our own Dockers. We know we can, okay, let's go. We can pack application inside a container. Okay, so let's go outside of container and I will do Docker PS, and these containers are running, so I should stop them. Now this is very tedious. You have to create a container. You have to stop a container. You have to delete a container. Maybe if there is a new version. So there is one problem. If the container is removed or new container is created, it stores the file temporarily, or it stores the file in var lib docker volumes. So these are the volumes which are created. Like this is a volume. This volume, we created a database container. If I go inside this volume, if I go underscore data, these are my database files. This is example database created. So let's go back. Let's go here, and if I hit enter, so there is no way you can see that this is the file or this is the folder which relates to my this Docker container. This relates to my this Docker container. So, and let's say we have our website container running. You are taking some data inside the container. Let's say you are receiving some applications. But when the container is gone, you have deleted a container to spin a new container. Your all data is gone, just like that. And whenever you want to run two containers and you want to say that, okay, this is my application code, so all these containers should have this code available. Again,
So do you delete them? Like when you delete a container?
When we do
delete
rm my container name, the container is gone along with the data.
Oh, okay, that's good.
No, that's not good. That's bad.
Well, wouldn't you, when you making a new image, well, wouldn't you want that to be gone?
No, let's say I have my application running, let's say, and there is some data available on that application. And let's say the load is increasing and I want to run two containers, and I want to say that, okay, share this data is already available, and whatever new data is coming on both of you containers, you should write it in the same directory. And when I delete you, when the load is gone, the data should be there, because you cannot delete a data. You need your data.
You have to make everything again.
No, I mean the user will have to upload everything again. Your application is supposed to be serving some users.
Yeah.
So there is another command. Let's go back. Actually, let's go into www.html. So let's say this is the directory. And what I can do is I can say, if I have Docker PS, okay, everything is gone, just like that. And let's say if I am creating a container where I am creating my Apache, let's work with Apache first. Yeah, this is my Apache, okay? I can say, okay, no, let's first, these are my original files, and I can say I have received, let's assume image.jpg. Okay, my image is there. If I hit enter, I have my image available. So if this is, let's suppose there is this new file uploaded, or there is something that is extra in this file. We know we have built a container which has this file was not available there. So what I can do is I can say run -v var www html and mount it inside var www html of Docker, and rest is the same. Okay, I can name it. I think Apache PHP is already available. I can say it Apache PHP 2. So if I hit docker ps, so this is our container. If I go docker exec hyphen interactive terminal, the docker name, then bash. If I hit enter, you see image.php is there. Let's say this application is taking some file, and the file name is, let's say, touch resuma.txt. Now you can see I am inside container. If I hit enter, and if I hit ls, or resume is there. If I go out, exit the container, now I am on my Docker machine. If I hit ls, so resume.txt is there. Let's say I am running another container, Apache 3. Okay. Okay, yeah, got it. I told you how we do the port mapping. So I have used port 80 already, so I will be using port 81. It is already created, but the mapping may be not done. Docker ps, yeah. So we have Apache PHP. Let's go on a big screen a bit, and I can clear everything and now hit Docker ps. So let's go to cd. No, come on, Docker exec hyphen interactive terminal, then bash. If I hit enter, you can see I have created another container. And as we are providing the directory, so while creating a container, it will this var www.html on my home Docker machine is mapped to this Docker machine. And whatever I will do inside a Docker, it will be actually written on my physical file system var www.html on my Docker machine. So let's say from this container, someone has uploaded resume2.txt. And if I go exit, and I can go in our Docker, which was running before, and I can go inside that, and I hit enter, resume2 is here. So are we getting the concept? If we are having multiple containers and we want to write on the same directory either, or we want to read from the same directory, or even if we are spinning new container, we can give the reference directory name. Agreed?
We could give it the same directory name.
Yes, because we are running multiple images and for the same application, and we want that everything should go in this directory. And if I spin a new container, so whatever is there, we are just creating a reference link. That's it.
Okay.
Otherwise, it
Okay.
it is volatile. Everything will be gone. Okay. So I go out of the container, and I think this is enough. What I can do is docker ps, and I should stop all the containers. Docker stop this one. Okay. This one. I can say docker ps -a. Okay, the cleaning is docker rm. We have to clean everything. So this is a problem. I don't like cleaning everything again and again. Okay, it was still fe3. So everything is gone. Clear. Docker ps and ps -. Okay, everything is gone. So I can copy a command. I'll share you in the. Okay, I can share it in the chat box. Control C. I am providing in the chat box. You can download this, and what you can do is you can run that on Docker machine, and then you have Docker Compose available. So what Docker Compose do? We have our Apache -php mysql.yaml. So here comes YAML again. We are creating our container. We are binding it to ports. We are doing whenever we are done, what we do is we stop those containers, we delete those containers, and so much stuff. So what we can do is we can write a YAML file. We have to just okay, this file is actually with some more configuration. So let's say I can touch my app.yaml, and I can copy. I don't want to go in. Yeah, insert. So this is better. Okay, we are using the version 3. This is the standard compose version 3, and we are defining our services here. What service I want to run? I want to run MariaDB. I want to run phpMyAdmin, and I want to have my application container, which is maybe Apache or Nginx. I have configured Apache image now. For MariaDB, I will take the image because we are not just like in Ansible. What we were using in Ansible was we were using Jam modules, and there we also defined the name of whatever we were downloading. So now we are talking with the images now. So I can take image MariaDB, but something is, we all know something is not wrong with the latest image. So we will go with 10.5.21, I guess. And I will define my container name. Actually, we did hyphen name. So we are defining container. It is the same thing as hyphen name. And we are defining our container name MariaDB. I am defining my ports 3306, 3306. This is the host port. This is the container port. The same way when I was defining the env variables. So I am defining the environment here. We define the environment like this in our YAML file. And I will be telling that MariaDB user will be admin. The password should be root 123 because we are taking it as standard. And the database admin password is also root 123, and the root password is also root 123. Now let's configure phpMyAdmin. We know we call that image. We define our container as phpMyAdmin. This will be the name of the container. I mean, this will be the image of our container, which we are pulling from Docker Hub, and we are giving it a name phpMyAdmin. Again, we did expose port 8080, and we are defining it here that it will be exposed on port 8080, and the inside port is 80. We defined PMA host that it will connect to our MariaDB. So this is our MariaDB. We have our Apache PHP container variable. We just created it. And the container name will be Apache PHP, and the ports will be 8080. Let's first run it, and if we have any confusion, we can do it again. So Docker compose -f. So I am running with 10.9.7 now. So let's see, it has created the containers. It has created everything for us. And just like when we run a container, we have to do it in a detached mode. If we are not using in a detached mode, like a single container, everything will be stopped when I will hit Control-C. So let's go to another terminal. Let's do a duplicate and root 123. And if I hit Docker PS, these three containers are running: phpMyAdmin, MariaDB 10.9.7, and Apache PHP. If I go on the other terminal, I can say Control-C, and everything will be stopped. And if I do Docker PS again, nothing is there. If I go PS-A, we have started these containers. So what we can do is I can do in a detached mode. So what I can do up -d. So it is up and running, and I can say Docker PS, everything is up and running. Let's go to the browser and hit our website again. Okay, access denied because I told you before, whenever there is a container which is created, root 123, I have no database available, so I have to create a database again. Okay, just quickly do it. EXAMPL example. The username is what was the password I used? I think ABC123. No, it's root123. I don't know. Username is test, and the password is root123. 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 I hope this is the password. I hit it a go, and let's see. No, it's not root123. It's, I guess, ABC123. I don't know what was the password when we were creating that container Apache PHP. Okay, let's go inside the container for we can check there.
Isn't it ABC123?
Let me check. I don't want to waste time. Docker exec -interactive terminal. I can go in the container now. Okay, bash more index.php. It is ABC123. Okay. It is ABC123. So how do I change that? Where are users? Where are users? User accounts. Okay, I can hit remove selected account. Go. And now I can go to example.com and I can go privileges, new user account. It will be test. Password is ABC123. Retype ABC123. Okay. Check on. Go. Do not save. And if I do, yes, connected successfully. So through that YAML file, we did achieve the same thing. And the beauty is, if I have Docker PS available, and I can do down, I hit enter, stopping the containers, removing the containers, and you can see DOCKER Docker PS, containers are gone, -a, nothing is there. I don't have to delete everything. When you hit down, everything is gone like that. So this is nice, right? You don't have to delete everything. If you hit down, everything is gone. But if you hit up again, let's hit up again. Yes, our containers are up and running, but you know what? Let's go to the browser. Let's hit the database. Username was root, password was root123. Yeah, the example database is gone because I told you these are non-persistent. When they are deleted, the data is gone, and then they are recreated. So everything is gone. You have to create the database again. You have to do everything again. So let's go to the terminal again and hit down again. So what's the solution? Let's create touch my app to.yaml. And we can say my app to YAML. Sorry, insert. We have the same code which was there before, just the MariaDB version latest was not working. So we went with, let's see again, 10.9.7. Everything is the same, except I have introduced a new concept, volumes. Just like when we were running the native Docker command and we were using the switch -v, -v, and we were telling that mount this partition inside the Docker. Here I am doing the same thing. I am telling, I know the default directory for MySQL inside Docker container, I can show you, is varlib MySQL. So all the files, all the databases are created inside varlib MySQL. Okay, phpMyAdmin, it's the same. Apache is the same. What we are just saying is that use these volumes, and I am referencing my SQL data from this volumes attribute. And I am saying use the driver local. I mean save the data on this local hard disk, and this MySQL data, I am calling it here. Create a directory, MySQL data, mount it in varlib MySQL, and whenever this container is restarted or whenever this file is run, always read from my data. And that's how you achieve the persistence. Let's say first run it and then dismiss it again. So I will do docker compose -f my app2 and just hit enter. Let's go to the browser. This is the browser. Let's hit refresh. Log in into my container root 123. Log in through phpMyAdmin. Create a database. Example example, and just hit create. And the privileges should be a test user. Sorry, test user having password abc123 or abc123. Just give it a go and go. So you should check our website. It is again connecting successfully. And let's say if I say, of course, I hit docker ps, everything is running. I can do ps. So now if I say down, everything is deleted. And if I hit docker ps -a, no docker is there. But I can run this command again. And let's go to the, oh, come on. You are on the same screen. I was saying it, everything is down. I've hit docker ps -a, no running, no stop containers. And if I run it again, let's go to the browser, hit refresh. Of course, it is recreated. So go to root, password is root123. The database should be there. Yes, it is there. Everything is there. So our application should connect, and it is connected. So now we have defined the persistent storage for our database. Go to terminal again and just open this file again, my app2. You can ask anything. We are building our app HTML, and we are saying index.html.php, and we are saying it connect to this host because we know that MySQL is running on this machine on port 3306. Do you think whenever you will download this container, you will have the same IP address? No, you will not have the same IP address. So we should not define the IP address here. What we should do is we should define a host name for your machine. So what I can do is I can go index.php and I can say, don't use this IP address. Just go with DB host and whatever DB host is there. Okay. I am saving it. Now I can go one step back because there is our Docker file. And I want to push this container to Docker Hub. Let's go to Docker Hub first. And let's go to my login account. So I have this Apache PHP available already with tags 1.1, 1.0. So I can create one version 1.2. So what I will do is Docker build -t, my username Zishan 778 Pro /apachE : the image tag is 1.3, and I will hit $sign here. If I do enter, it is building a container. If I go Docker images, I have this image available, and I can do is before uploading to Docker Hub, I can say Docker log in. It is saying authenticating with existing credentials because I have already saved my connection, so login succeeded. And I can say Docker push. What was the name? Zishan 778 Pro. And the tag name is 1.3. Okay, Docker push. We used Git. So we pushed there, and let's see if some of the layers are already there, because I have just did the minor changes. So maybe it will not upload the whole code. It will only upload probably 1 or 2 layers. Yeah, okay. Let's go to the browser again. And if I hit refresh, I should have 1.3 available. Okay, I should have gone with 1.2 because I have 1.1 available. So 1. See all. No, it's not there. What I did wrong. Go to the terminal again. Docker push Apache PHP. Oh, come on. No, it's Apache 1.3. Okay, I did one mistake here. I was saying, let's go to the Zishan Pro again. I was saying Apache PHP. In fact, I have created another container with the name Apache because I have used not Apache PHP. I have used only the word Apache. I forgot to type Apache PHP. So now it has created another repository where we have this Apache available, and it is with 1.3 tag available. So it was a typo error, and I have uploaded in another. So this 1.3 is available. You can download it with just Docker pull Zishan 778 Pro /Apache : 1.3, and you can use it in your files. Anyone can use it in their files. So that's how you create an image. So what I will do is I can do build an image, Docker build my AP. Okay, what was the name? Apache PHP. So what I should do is I can share it again, and I will say it Apache PHP 1.3 tag with, and that's why I was a bit confused that why it is not skipping the layers. So now with the Apache 1.3, it will go in the same Apache PHP, and let's see if it skips some layers. So you see layer already exists, layer already exists, layer already exists, everything already exists. So technically there is no change in our code. Actually, it was the same code which I pushed in the repository before. So let's go to the Apache PHP now. So 1.3 tag should be available. So now this is the image tag. This is our version, and that's how we do the versioning control. And it says a few seconds ago. I'll do the NFS tomorrow because I'm short of time here. So any question till now?